Have you ever written about an experience and thought, that's exactly what happened? What if I told you that reflective writing isn't really about what happened? It's about what you think it means. This week, we're moving beyond memory and into interpretation. Remembering and interpreting are two different things. Memory recalls events. Reflection asks why those events matter and how they've shaped the person you are today. Many writers stop after describing an experience. They tell us what happened and maybe how they felt. But strong reflective writing goes one step further. It asks questions like, why did I interpret the event this way? What assumptions was I making? How has my understanding changed over time? Reflection requires distance. Instead of reliving the experience, you step back and examine it from a new perspective. Another important idea this week is that interpretation carries responsibility. Whenever you write about yourself, you're often writing about other people too. Parents, friends, teachers, classmates, every story is told from your point of view. That doesn't mean your experience isn't real. It means your perspective is only one part of the story. Strong reflective writers recognize this. Rather than making absolute statements, they leave room for complexity. Instead of saying, my teacher never believed in me, they might write, I interpreted my teacher's silence as a lack of support, although I now wonder if there were other reasons. Notice the difference. The experience remains honest, but the interpretation becomes more thoughtful. Reflection also asks us to challenge the stories we tell about ourselves. Maybe you've said, I'm shy. I'm bad at public speaking. I'm always the responsible one. But are those statements always true? Or are they simply stories you've repeated so often that they've become part of your identity? Reflection encourages us to question these labels instead of accepting them without thinking. Another challenge in personal writing is emotional performance. Sometimes writers feel pressure to tell dramatic stories because they believe bigger events make better reflections. But meaningful reflection doesn't depend on trauma or extraordinary experiences. Sometimes the smallest moments reveal the most. Waiting in a car, walking home, having a quiet conversation. What matters isn't how dramatic the event was, it's how carefully you examine it. Finally, remember that reflection doesn't always end with a clear lesson. Sometimes the most honest conclusion is, I still don't fully understand why this experience affects me. That's okay. Growth doesn't always mean having the answer. Sometimes growth simply means asking better questions. As you continue writing in this course, don't focus on telling the perfect story. Instead, focus on understanding how you created meaning from your experiences. Because reflective writing isn't just about remembering the past. It's about discovering how your interpretation shapes your identity today.